This video is sponsored by Surfshark.
Because the roads around here are so dodgy, they are so dangerous. To be here and to do it is to experience it. Literally, the first thing that I saw this morning was Mount Vesuvius. Italy's main event happens sort of at this time every day.
I have never, ever seen a lemon this big before.
And it's pasta balls, toasted pasta balls. Man alive, that's good.
I'm gonna fall in. Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a married couple who have spent the last few months micro-camping our way down to Italy from the UK. Italy's been the most surprising country of our whole trip, but no place has been more shocking than Sorrento on the Amalfi Coast. We wanted to share with you exactly what happened, and if you ever thought about coming to Italy, you definitely do not want to miss this amazing place off your list, as it completely blew our minds. We definitely saved the best for last. Now join us on the side of our cliff in our micro-camper in the beautiful Sorrento.
Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Sorrento on the Amalfi Coast. I'll get to that in a second. Last time we saw you was in Sardinia, which is an Italian island, although it feels very independent when you're there. We've been island hopping. Rather than taking the mainland route to come to mainland Italy, we've been taking the island route because we're in a car and we're taking full advantage of the cheap ferry tickets in the car. Because it counts as a car and not a van, even though we sleep in the back of it. We've been island hopping here, and the islands actually have taken up a lot of our time because we've really enjoyed going there and experiencing what Corsica and Sardinia is like and what have you. So our Schengen time, which is the 3 months that they give post-Brexit British people in Europe, is coming to an end. 3 months coming to an end. It's gone by so quickly. So soon we have to go by hook or by crook. We have to go back to the UK regardless. So the original plan was to head towards Sicily. We're not going to make it to Sicily now, or Malta or anything like that. We just haven't got enough time. So the sort of second plan, the alternative plan, was to make it as far as the Amalfi Coast, which is somewhere I've always wanted to go. Why wouldn't you? The reason why we wanted to come to the Amalfi Coast in a car was because the roads around here are so dodgy. They are so dangerous. It's like being back in India. That's what. And there's even tuk-tuks here as well. It's amazing. It's where the original tuk-tuks come from. So I believe Piaggio tuk-tuks. So it feels a lot like India. This is by far probably my favourite campsite in the whole of Europe that we've been to. And we haven't been to many, but we've probably been to enough to make an opinion. I'm going to show you around, or we're going to show you around this campsite in a bit, because it's absolutely tremendous for one big reason. Well, lots of reasons, but one big reason. So the Amalfi Coast is south of here, not far south, just you know, maybe 10 kilometres south, and that's where it starts. And we were going to do the Amalfi first and then do Sorrento afterwards because of the weekend, and you don't want to be on the Amalfi Coast at the weekend and all the rest of it. But now we're going to do Sorrento. We're going to see Sorrento first, and from first impressions, it looks absolutely beautiful, like paradise, like literally pinching ourselves that we are here. We also want to share with you some incredible sort of myths and taboos around being in Italy that we've come across that I think is going to help you if you ever decide to come here yourself, especially in a van. And we're going to explore, and then after that we're going to hit the Amalfi Coast, one of the most dangerous roads in Europe, I would say, for the sheer amount of traffic, crazy drivers, and of course the very narrow roads. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be a great end to our Italian European trip, and let's get started.
Okay, so I'm going to do a tour of the campsite. First of all, before I get going, I just want to say how pretty this campsite is. There are flowers everywhere. And yeah, it's just a really nice, it makes you feel really good when you're here. I don't know if that's like a thing of the Amalfi and Sorrento, like maybe there's just flowers everywhere here and it just reflects that. But yeah, I noticed that straight away from coming here, just like the greenery, and it's just so pretty. I'm really excited to be here. Okay, so first up, the campsite is called Camping International Nube d'Argento and costs €35 per night, which is the rate for a car. There are plenty of toilets and the showers are great with warm water. All facilities are clean and kept to a really good efficiency and costs €7 to use the washing machine. What we really love about this campsite is the beautiful swimming pool, surrounded by lush greenery. There is also a bar and pizza kitchen serving authentic Italian pizzas, which are delicious and low cost. However, the main reason why we love this campsite so much, and the reason why we were staying, is the magnificent, breathtaking view of the Naples Bay and the mighty Mount Vesuvius presiding over the whole thing.
Took a trip down to the coast. You love me, I loved you most. Drove all night to get to Tallahassee, but you woke up to the sea. Took one look around and screamed. Turned around 'cause I forgot my sunscreen. I knew this was wrong from the beginning. Knew I should run away, but you had your hooks in me. Spicy, sweet, you're cool and
Off to get some coffee. I love being in the country where cappuccino comes from. I just love it. There's something really exciting about that for me.
And do you know that cappuccino is named after a person? It's not like a thing.
Way.
So it's Cappuccine. Someone called Cappuccine is the person who invented it.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccine!
Heading into the heart of Sorrento, passing shops with freshly made pasta on their countertops, we were feeling some strong Italian vibes already. Sorrento town is famous for its lemon groves and also known as the gateway to the Amalfi Coast. And back in the ancient times, the Roman elite would have their villas here. Some still can be seen today. We are about to go and start the day off with something very Italian, and I don't know why, but we are super excited for it. Italians won't drink cappuccino after 11 AM as it's considered a breakfast item. Espresso and macchiato, a few drops of milk, is allowed. Or corretto is a coffee with grappa liqueur. Okay, so as a rule of thumb in Italy, cappuccino is classed as like a breakfast item, and you would have a cappuccino in the morning with like a pastry or something like that. So cappuccinos for breakfast, generally, apparently Italians don't have cappuccinos after 12 o'clock because of all the milk. So yeah, we're getting our cappuccinos in the morning as the Italians do.
Banging. You can trust an Italian to make a cappuccino. There's not many people back home in the UK that I'd actually trust to make a cappuccino because it's usually too weak. But that is like Italian coffee and it's delicious. So as you guys know, we've been traveling for quite a while now, and we've been traveling ultimately for a very long time. And for over the last sort of year, maybe even 2 years, we've been using Surfshark VPN, which is a virtual private network, and it's like just downloading an app onto whatever device that you're using. It's so simple to do. And basically what it does is it stops you from getting attacked online whilst you're traveling or at home in the UK or whatever. Surfshark VPN means virtual private network. It's a secure connection between you and the internet. And what that does, it just basically protects you from people trying to steal your information, your private information, especially when you're using public Wi-Fi and stuff. But we use it for all manner of things, as well as like streaming with Netflix when we do watch Netflix and what have you. If you do watch streaming services as like iPlayer or ITVX or anything like that, it means that you can pick up the content from another country. So if we're in Italy right now, if you wanted to, you can watch UK content by telling the internet through Surfshark VPN that you're actually still in the UK, even if you're in Italy. That's exactly how it works. It's as simple as just toggling through the country and telling what country that you want to be in, i.e. the UK. Another good reason for doing this is by toggling through the countries and saying you're in a different country when you're booking travel. For instance, we used to do flights, now we're doing ferries and stuff. You get cheaper deals sometime when they think that you're from a country that you're not in. It's a great travel hack, we use it all the time, but really, I mean, the main reason why we've got Surfshark VPN is just to feel safer when using the internet, and I think that everybody should be doing that now, whether in the UK or abroad. Even better than that, Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, and they're giving our audience at the moment, via the link in the description of this video, 4 months for free when you sign up to it. Thank you Surfshark for sponsoring this video, and now back to Sorrento.
Finishing our coffee, we went for a wander around the enchanting alleyways which make up the old town of the city. Every turn in this quaint town allows for new interesting things to look at, from watching fresh pizza dough being made, admiring the monuments, and watching fresh flower displays being arranged. We stumbled into the Basilica San Antonio, which is the oldest church in Sorrento, dedicated to its patron saint, and it was beautiful. We continued our morning by strolling along and admiring the local crafts, usually of the lemon variety, but also noticing that ceramics seem to be a big thing here.
My obsession with kitchen items continues. Check these out. Oh my god, I would love a set of these plates. They're so pretty.
There is such an ambience and a vibe walking through Sorrento alleys. Honestly, to be here and to do it is to experience it. It is just, it's not necessarily so much the smells, although there is like jasmine smell, and there's people starting the pizza ovens as well and all that sort of business, but it's just something about like the finesse that they go to with things. You know, everything's got like an intricacy to it and a charm. That's it, charm. Everything's got a charm to it, everything. And I don't think there's any other country in the world that can do it as well as the Italians do it, from our very small amount of experience here. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go and try and find some food. What do Italians eat at lunchtime? Well, we are about to go and experience and try and find out.
Okay, so it's quite unusual for us to be able to find anything that's kind of plant-based that isn't a marinara pizza or a pasta pomodoro. And we're quite happy with that, but we've found somewhere that does something that's also authentically Italian and plant-based as well. So yeah, let's go for it.
Panini. This is incredible. Vegan ham, pistachio cream, vegan cheese, crunchy fried onions, caramelized onions, and chili pepper pate. Prosecco? Prosecco.
Yeah, let's get the Prosecco. Liam's idea, not mine.
Che sono geloso, che se lo rivedo gli spaccherò il muso, fatti mandare dalla mano.
Best panini shop ever. You get free karaoke.
Well, this small little backstreet panini shop says it all. Two of the best paninis we've ever eaten, a glass of Prosecco, live singing and friendly staff makes this a winning combination for us. We would highly recommend this little gem for atmosphere and food quality. We enjoyed our food, eating in as the Italians do. They apparently would choose eating in as opposed to eating on the go. Finishing our food, we headed for our next traditional Italian treat.
Okay, honestly, I think that was one of the nicest sandwiches I've ever had. It was so good, and I think Liam feels the same, do you?
Really do.
I don't know if it was the Prosecco.
Prosecco followed by that crunchy, absolutely wonderfully savoury thing that was completely plant-based is a highlight for me already.
Yeah, amazing. And now we're going to get dessert.
Okay, so as it's afternoon, the Italians don't have cappuccinos anymore, as we discussed. It's now time for a macchiato or espresso, which is what we're having now.
Looks like we could have been wrong about the macchiato, because we've just been given these two ginormous, really heavy coffees, so I don't know what's going on. Liam's just checking now.
Okay, here's a warning when you come to Italy. There's two types of macchiatos, and we should have got this. There's the espresso macchiato, which is the one we was after, and then there's the latte macchiato, which is this one. So it's more like a latte. If you want to have a smaller drink, like what the Italians do in the afternoon, which is the espresso macchiato, which is an espresso with just a few teaspoons of milk on top, then get the espresso macchiato, not the latte macchiato. But we're going to still enjoy this anyway. Cheers.
Okay, so in Italy, it is customary, once you've finished a meal, to have a shot of something very, very lemony. Can you guess what it is? So that's what we're about to do.
This place has been going for like over 100 years, 120 years or something like that. And it's like a famous limoncello place. I think this is where limoncello comes from, because the lemons is where the lemons come from in the Amalfi, so in Sorrento. So let's go and see if we can grab ourselves a shot, shall we? How much are you making it?
35% alcohol inside.
35%?
Yeah.
Wow. This is our first limoncello in Italy.
Go
Cheers.
for it. Cheers.
Whoa, that's a good one. You didn't ID me though. I'm under 18. No, that's really nice.
Yeah, right.
You can have one.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. It was very strong.
As Liam mentioned, limoncello is the preferred choice of drinks here in Sorrento, as this is the lemon region of Italy, and maybe the world, with lemons literally growing everywhere. In fact, lemons appear to be the symbol of Sorrento, with lemon-themed shops everywhere, selling everything lemon, from lemon hats, dresses and oven gloves. If you leave Sorrento without delving into the lemon culture, people might question you've actually been here at all. And today that's what we're doing, trying the sweet, strong and bitter, eye-winking shot of limoncello, which is a traditional liqueur that uses alcohol to extract the essential oils from the lemon, leaving a strong shot. Liam loved it, but I think I'm with Gordon Ramsay on this one. I'm not too keen. After trying the sweet and bitter shot, we looked around one of the most famous restaurants in Sorrento, which looks like it's run from an old manor house, and where you can dine from underneath lemon trees in the lemon garden in the back. How romantic.
Okay, so this is the Grand Marina, and it's very, very nice down here. There's a lot of commotion going on. The beach is quite small. It's like a black sand beach. It's got a load of people on it. Everyone fighting for the space. Typical sort of Italian beach with lots of sunbeds and a lot of commotion and what have you. We've dipped into this restaurant to have a agua frizzante, which is fizzy water, which is always low cost and delicious. They do fizzy water very, very well in this country. And also, whilst we're down here as well, I was inquiring about boat trips. Boat trips is obviously something that you do when you go on holiday, you go traveling or whatever, and we love them. However, boat trips here cost a fortune, and not necessarily for a great amount of time either. So for a sunset cruise, you're looking at €100 per person for 2 hours, and for a full day trip, you're looking at like 130, 150 euros per person. See some cool things. You go to Capri, which is the island just over here. But actually for us, we've been on a boat trip recently, quite a big long day one, and we don't want to part with that sort of money, you know, 260, 70 euros for both of us. So I've managed to organise a kayaking trip at sunset, for sunset tomorrow. Janine and I haven't been on a kayak in ages. Janine's proper unsure about it, but as she always does these things anyway, even though she's unsure. Slight bit of anxiety is okay. So really excited about that tomorrow. Anyway, we're going to head back now to the campsite, which is on the cliff overlooking this, literally overlooks all of this, and go and get changed, go and chill by the pool for a bit, and then come back out later on for Italy's main event, which happens every evening.
Climbing up the steep steps from the marina, which lead straight to the entrance of our campsite, we chilled by the pool before it was time for Italy's main event. Okay,
the sun is turning amber and going down, and everything's getting very, very beautiful. Janine and I am suited and booted to the most we can do whilst doing sort of car camping and micro camping, because we have not much stuff. Honestly, all our possessions are down to hardly anything. Thank God I've got a shirt with me, and Janine's got a dress on, and she's dressed to impress a lot of the time now, because we made such a grave mistake when we were in Sardinia. In Sardinia, we went out one evening dressed in the campsite restaurant. We thought it was just a pizza place, and I was in my vest and my swim shorts, and Janine was in something sort of similar, and we went in there and everyone just stared at us, and we were like, what is everybody staring at? And then we later found out that in Italy there's something called Bella Figura, and there's another name for it as well, I believe. Bella Figura, I think what it means is you've got to dress to impress. and it's keeping up appearances, that sort of thing. It's all about keeping up appearances. And Italians just like to dress well. So we learned from that. We're not going to do it again. So we are going out to now, with Bellafagora in mind, down into Sorrento to try and find some plant-based food for the evening, which is a bit of a mission, I must admit, today. And at the same time, Italy's main event happens sort of at this time every day, and we're going to hopefully show you that and explain what it is.
Some of you may have guessed this next Italian tradition, and it's a really nice one. We headed to Corso Italia, Sorrento's vibrant main street lined with shops, bars and street performers, playing traditional Italian music to enhance these strong Italian vibes.
Okay, so as you can see, this is the old town, the main street that goes through the old town of Sorrento, and right now it's the Passeggiato. Passeggiato basically is a concept that we are absolutely in love with. It's just an evening stroll, but it's not just that. It's a chance to have exercise before you eat, because Italians eat very, very late, especially in the summer. They eat like 9 o'clock. So it generally happens like an hour before that, and people get dressed to the nines and go walking through town or cities, and they see their friends, have a quick chit chat, get some gelato, that sort of thing. And it's just a very, very lovely time. It's a very, very Italian thing, although I'm sure in every country around the world they've got their own version of it, but right here it's called the Passeggiato, and no better example of it would be than here right now.
Breathe in, settle down, keep it together now. Your kin are all around, holding the light found. The days, they never change to fit the way we made emotion overcame, chasing the cold away. Fall away, where do we go at the close of the day? Hiding the hollows of your faith. Fall away, keep it close always. What we know of love and pain, and all you built up in vain, falls away, falls away. Reaching out for a spark, it's a satellite in the darkness. The longest road takes us the farthest. Oh, we go where the light is.
Okay, that's Passeggiato done. Now we are going to try to find a place that can do us a plant-based pasta or pizza.
Or both!
Or both, which should be quite easy. So let's see.
A few things to note about dining in Italy. Italians don't sit with their back to the door in restaurants. This is, they are afraid to be hit with cold air causing sickness. The cold air of this kind has a name, un colpo d'aria. Similarly, it's why you see lots of Italians wearing scarves. They never break spaghetti before cooking, like Liam does. You have to ask for the bill at restaurants. This is because it would be seen as bad manners for the waiting staff to give you the bill if you didn't ask for it. Mainly because Italians enjoy the dining experience, it's sacred to them, and they like to take their time over it. Italians don't put money in each other's hands, it's considered rude to at a till or checkout. Instead, use the little tray always by the till. Tipping isn't mandatory. People eat late, especially in summer. Coperto is an additional amount added onto a bill in a restaurant, approximately between 2 and 5 euro per person.
Finishing our day in Sorrento by heading off to the popular Frankie's Pizza Bar, we ordered olives and wine to begin, and Liam ordered a plant-based quattro formaggio, which is a 4-cheese pizza, and I ordered a classic lasagna. Like many classic Italian recipes, lasagna's true history is disputed. That being said, it's generally accepted that lasagna was created in Naples during the Middle Ages. So they say, when in Rome. The food was absolutely delicious, and of course we finished by sharing a lemone cheesecake, which was divine.
Good morning from Sorrento. We are in awe. We had the best night's sleep. There's a bit of an ant problem. We've had a few ants in the car, but waking up to this, I mean, literally the first thing that I saw this morning was Mount Vesuvius and the Bay of Naples. I mean, that's the first view that apart from the back of Janine's head, that I saw. Can you get better than that? I think this place, not only has it increased my love for Italy, which I didn't think was possible anymore because I love it so much, but also campsites as well. This place has absolutely nailed it. I just did not know that you could experience this at campsites. What a nugget, what a gold nugget. So we just met some guys, also from England, and they did the Amalfi Coast yesterday in their transporter T6, just next to me here. And they advise strictly, do not do it in a van. I know we've got a micro camper, so it's not quite as big as that. But they said it's really, they said for them, it was dodgy as well for a start. It was some really, really close calls with oncoming traffic. And for them, they said that it was, they couldn't park anywhere. It is literally only meant for mopeds, the Amalfi Coast these days, because there's just nowhere to park. So if you want to stop and enjoy somewhere, get a moped. So it's food for thought. I mean, we were thinking about doing it in the micro camper, in our Citroen Berlingo. And we still might, because we were thinking about, you know, maybe sort of, you know, trying to camp down there as well, although I don't know how possible that is after our first disaster night. Anyway, I've got to do some thinking. We're going to head into town now, start the day off the right way, get some local produce and make some, cook some local food. I think that'll be the right way forward, so off we go.
After grabbing an extremely nice cappuccino, we decided it was time to grab some local produce from the town and try our hand at making something Italian.
This is 1 spoon this in olive oil hot. 1 minute when you're ready pasta mix. Okay.
Pasta mix, some lemon juice is okay on top?
Oh, for lemon, no.
Up to you.
This is for lemon.
This one's to put with the lemon. Ah, okay.
A different kind.
Completely different kind. So this one, what's the same again?
Yes, same
Fry,
again.
oil?
Nothing, only olive oil. Stay inside everything. All.
And then squeeze a lemon on top?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that one! That is the size of my hand. And the lemon is bigger. Whoa. Squidgy. I have never, ever seen a lemon this big before. Look at that! It's the size of my face. It's incredible.
So I'm going to cook something. We got some Sardinian pasta that we've got. Really strange looking pasta. You wait till you see it. I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to make it like a sort of Sorrento style way of cooking it with lemons and stuff. So you get these spice mix down at the market that you mix with the pasta. And then look at the size of those friggin' lemons over there. We'll get one of them to squeeze on top as well. It'll be amazing. Or is it bitter or sweet?
No, it's a little bitter.
Little bitter, like a standard lemon.
No. This is no sweet with orange. Different.
Yeah, okay.
But not much sour.
But on the pasta, it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Grazie mille. Okay, so we're back at the campsite now. Got our ingredients. When I was in Sardinia, which is just recently, which is an Italian island, but sort of independent Italian island, the shopkeeper there that I saw quite often said we must try this. This is it's called frigola, and it's very Sardinian, and it's pasta balls, toasted pasta balls. Looks so interesting, and you get them in 3 different varieties: fine, like really small, medium, which is what these are, and large. I have no idea what it's going to turn out like, but I think we're just going to do it sort of, we've got a Sardinian spice mix down there, some lemon, some basil, some lentils, and we're just going to see what it tastes like and see what it comes up like. It's very interesting, a bit like, I don't know, like sort of, I don't know, giant couscous, but it's not couscous. Weird.
Down, I'll never come down. When the sun comes up, we'll be feeling everything right now. My heart's on fire.
Spice mix here. Fresh basil, courgettes and lentils. This is the spice mix we chose, and it's tomatoes, basil, onion, garlic, chili and a few other spices.
And that's it there in the pan.
So you just need hydrating it a little bit. Just giving it a bit of the old hydratey way too. Hydration. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry it off because zucchinis don't, it's courgette, zucchini, don't take that long, do they? So I'm going to, oh my, one of them ones.
Nice. Squirty bottle, I love it.
Actually, it's good, right?
Yeah.
Man, what is going on with the price of olive oil in the world at the moment? It's more expensive than gold.
Oh, when chili gets to the back of your throat.
Nothing to do. These days they come and go. Nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul.
Whoa. Wow. That is so nice.
That's it, that's Fragolo. And I think, like, you can do whatever you want with Fragolo, like have a Fragolo Sard as well, it's called. So it's got a mix of, what's beautiful about it, it's got a mix of Sardinia and Sorrento as well, because it's got a beautiful Sorrento spice mix in, but with and also the local lemons as well, because it's famous for lemons, but with the beautiful Fragolo Sardinian pasta. So cheers, should we give it a go?
Go for it.
All right. Man alive, that's good.
Is it?
It's like, the Sorrento part of it is so spicy. So spicy. It's got so much chili in it. But the lemons cut right through it. And the Fragolos is like, it's like a consistency I've never had before. Like a little bit like bulgur wheat pasta sort of thing, but totally different. You got to try some.
Okay, first time ever eating Fragola. Oh wow, that is spicy. That is so good, especially with that cheese as well. It is clear that the locals like a bit of spice, because that is so spicy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing though.
Finishing our beautiful lunch, we chilled out for the afternoon before it was time to do something that I was a little nervous about.
We're late. We are going on the kayaks now, and we've got to get down there quick smart. It's a kayak sunset tour, although it doesn't look anywhere near sunset right now, but apparently we're going to be there now anyway.
Do you like kayaking?
Oh, I don't know if I'm looking forward to this. I just don't want to fall in. You best not make us fall in, Liam.
Well, considering your precious cargo, because you're carrying our cameras.
Exactly.
No, your precious cargo without the camera. Okay, so as I mentioned before, there's lots of boat trips that you can take down here, but we've taken the cheapest option, and it gives a bit of exercise as well. And Janine's really looking forward to going out on a kayak. The instability of a kayak. Never been on a kayak tour actually, I don't think, so this should be really interesting, a guided tour. Don't know what they're going to show us. But I've got a feeling that it's a stunning coastline that we're surrounded by here. So, and it's at sunset as well. So, what more could you ask?
It's really choppy. I really don't know about this.
It is really choppy, isn't it, when you come down on it?
It's really choppy. I'm going to fall in, and I don't want to.
Don't say things like that. You're only going to fall in if you want to fall in.
I don't want to fall in.
We booked our trip with Kayak Sorrento, so headed there for our induction, feeling a little more at ease with the friendly organisers being so fun and upbeat. We chucked on our life jackets and began our challenge of don't fall in the choppy water.
Oh my god! Yeah?
Sit down. Give me your bags. Thank you.
Okay. Oh my god.
Wait
Thank
me
you.
there, please. I'm coming. Just a minute.
Okay. We're off, Liam.
We're going very far, very quickly, aren't we?
Are you ready for this?
I'm down. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. It's actually quite relaxing. So far, so good. Oh my god, it doesn't feel that stable. It feels a bit wobbly, Liam. Ah!
Feeling a little shaky, we paddled our way through the harbour to the open ocean, where as a group we headed off on our own personal tour of the coastline. The kayak tour costs €40 per person and lasts a few hours. We passed an ancient Roman villa on the top of rocks and headed to a secluded beach where actually it was so humid and I noticed the sea was a little warmer than anywhere else I'd been. I decided to have a dip for the first time on this trip, which was huge for me as I really hate the cold, and honestly it was fresh but I actually quite liked it. Continuing the tour with more kayaking and beautiful views of coastline, Liam couldn't help himself and did some cliff diving, something he absolutely loves. It's not my usual tour, but the guides were so amazing and looked like they were having a great time as well, which makes a huge difference to us.
So I'm looking after everything and Liam's jumping and I'm not jumping, not a chance. Okay. Okay. Oh. No, it's okay.
You okay, Liam?
How was it? Oh my god. There's not a chance I am doing that. Here's my hero.
Smacked my hand the way down.
Did you?
Yeah. I didn't get stabbed by a sea urchin, so it's all good. That kayaking trip was amazing. We'll put the link to it, and there's some details about it in the description of the video. But being able to, Janine getting in the water for the first time on this whole trip has been like a massive milestone for us, which is amazing. Getting a cheeky cliff dive in there as well, and that was just awesome. Seeing Sorrento in a whole different way. It's a very, very beautiful place. Gonna miss it a lot. It's 100% probably one of our biggest highlights of this whole thing so far. And the reason why I'm wearing this, what looks like a kimono, is because in Sorrento, the last little cultural tip for you, in Sorrento, you're not allowed to, it's illegal to walk around bare-chested or in bikini or whatever, with a €500 fine, because they're trying to keep a bit of class. Fair play to them, I reckon. Thank you for watching our trip in Sorrento. What a surprise that's been. Very unexpected surprise. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, you'll get to see how we end up tackling the Amalfi Coast, which will be the next video, I'm sure. God knows what we're going to do with that, but one thing is for sure, we're going to do it. No matter what, by hook or by crook, I am doing that Amalfi Coast no matter what. In our car, flying, walking it, whatever, we're doing it. So we'll see you next time.
All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.